All right. I think it's on. It made a weird noise, so I guess it's on. Leroy here. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? It's a little rainy here, which is good. I'm in a truck. Rain can't get to me. This ain't no drop top. There ain't a lot of drop top trucks around anyways. Hey, I'm seeing some new subscribers and stuff. Thank y'all. I appreciate it. This is stuff you gotta say when you're on the YouTube and stuff. So anyways, I like finding stuff out. Y'all like finding stuff out? I love it. I think it's great. Let me tell you what. I was reading about how they found all these paintings and stuff in a cave, and it was like they found one that's like apparently like 20,000 years old. I can't even imagine 20,000 years. Well, I'm part way through 2020, so maybe is that what that feels like? I don't know. Hell, I don't know. Anyways, 20,000 years, y'all. 20,000 years. And that's their best guess, of course, but they think, 20,000 years ago. And I'm going to sound real disjointed. Y'all, I'm tickled about it. And they went in, and they're like a mile into this cave. A mile. That's like from here to plumb over yonder. You know what I mean? Like underground in the dark, and you can't see, and they had to crawl, and it's not even an easy cave. It ain't like one of them caves you just walk around in, They had to climb over stuff and under stuff and all that kind of stuff. And they got paintings and stuff in there. A mile. Holy cow. And then they got one, I think it was over in like Spain or something. I think it was Spain or maybe France or something. Anyways, that was France. It was France. This was in France, where all them French people are. And this give you a history of back when the French people didn't give up. Back in the day, 20-something thousand years ago, before they started giving up. But that's what we make fun of French for. Y'all, which I think's weird. Y'all, we're gonna segue here. We're gonna take a little side street. We're gonna run down the rabbit hole here. Y'all, my people are French, all right? Now, I'm going to give y'all a brief history of the Louisiana Cajun peoples, okay? So what happened was, white people came and we were like, hey, we discovered this place where people live, because we do that. That's kind of what we do. I guess... Maybe, yeah, I don't know what it is. If you don't have a lot of melatonin, one of them things, one of them helps you sleep, and one of them helps you not get skin cancer, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, but we're like messing around, and we're sailing around. We're like, hey, there's like a continent over here, and we discovered it, because them people are brown, and like they don't count because they don't look like us and speak French and English and German and all that shit. Anyways, Spanish. Hey, Spaniards was on some stuff too. They messed some people up too. And Italians, that'd be Christopher Columbus. Man, he was a terrible person, boy. Anyways, so French people are like, all right, we got this part. And then the English people are like, all right, we got this part. And the Spanish people are like, all right, we got this part. And the Italians just got fucked over, I guess. And then, maybe it was Italians or Portuguese. I don't know. Anyway, some people got some stuff and other people got some other stuff. So up where it is Nova Scotia right now is where the French people were like, all right, that's our part. And that's where Cajuns came from, because Arcadia is what it used to be called. And then for some reason, like, I don't know, this French and Indian War, which sounds like French went to India, to India and had a war, but it was like, you know, it was actually the French were fighting with Native Americans against the English, so that's why it's called the French and Indian War, which still doesn't make no sense. Anyways, so the people that lived in Arcadia or Nova Scotia now, they're like, the English people showed up and they're like, hey, get the fuck out. And they're like, oh shit, that ain't no good. You know, I like, can I get my blankets and shit? And then the English are like, no, get the fuck on that boat over there. And they're like, but that's my husband over there. And they're like, I don't give a shit. You know, you get on that one, he gets on that one, y'all figure it out. And that's how Cajuns got to Louisiana, because we just sailed around, and then next thing you know, we found some swampy area, I guess, and that's it. And then New Orleans, that's what happened. That's the history. Anyways, so my people French, but let me tell you about Cajun people. We don't give up. Let me tell you, we got that Cajun Navy, and I swear to God, I love y'all right now, especially right now. I mean, Hurricane Laura just went through, and y'all, I love y'all so much. Like, y'all just jump in there and help out so much, and it's good. So I guess I don't understand this whole thing about French people giving up on stuff. Anyways, that all aside, you know, some of the English kings didn't even speak English. They spoke French. Anyways, so these people like 20-something thousand years ago, they were like climbing around caves, and then there's this like really hard spot to get to, and they put a little dot there. And then they found like, I think it was like Portugal or something. I think it was Portugal. I don't know. I don't remember. But they found it was like outdoors. Yep. It's beer 30. Anyways, it's outside. It's along this river here. And they got like these two like big old cows they drew on the walls. On the riverbank there in the rocks. I'll tell you what. I got thinking, like, we always think like, hey, you know, what if these ancient people were like trying to contact the aliens and shit, and like aliens were like, hey y'all, you know, you just give us a signal whenever like y'all need a hand and stuff, we'll show up. And then old timey people back in the day, you can't call them old timey people. That old timey people's like 100 years ago, you know. The ancient people, that's the word. And they're like, all right. And then when they piled a bunch of rocks together and the aliens came down, and they were like, nah, you do it like this. And then here's a pyramid, and here's a sphinx, and here's, you know, here's how not to have your shit fall down in an earthquake or whatever. Y'all, what if, now I'm spitballing here, y'all. I'm spitballing. What if they're just advertising like their clans and their sports teams and shit? Like, I mean, imagine like 20,000 years from now, like, imagine 20,000 years from now, everything's going to be a little different, you know. Civilization's probably going to have collapsed and reborn and collapsed and reborn again about 27,000 times since then. Shit, feels like we're in the middle of collapse right now. But, you know, they swing by, and let's say, like, they're you know, Jimbo, and, you know, they can't read our shit too good, because it's, you know, 20,000 years in the future. They don't speak English, or, you know, maybe I don't know what they speak, jib-jab or whatever. And they're like, wow, look at this. And they built this elaborate thing, And look, they wrote some shit on there, and they spent, they got all these people, and they're like running, they're like trying to decipher it and stuff. And what if it's just like an overpass, and it's just like Jimbo loves Susie Q, you know what I mean? Or it's like like all it says is like, go Saints, and it's just like, like a bathroom or something. But they're like, man, they must have done like, they did some like religious rituals and shit in there. You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I go in the bathroom, and it's a religious experience. You're like, oh God, oh God, and you praying. I ain't never gonna eat that again, I swear. But you do. You do, because that's how you landed in there in the first place. Anyways, I think we just might have it all wrong. You never know. You don't know. Maybe there was space aliens. I don't know. Shit, we have no idea. We don't know. 20,000 years, we can barely imagine what it's like 2,000 years ago. That's one of them, a tenth. It's like 10th of it. 10th, yeah, it'd be a 10th, right? Not 100th. 200, yeah, because that'd be 200,000. Yeah, anyways. I'm just saying, maybe we got it all wrong. Maybe they were just like, go team, and that's why they had them bulls up there. Maybe that was they were like Portugal bulls, Maybe that was the winningest team of the time 20,000 some odd years ago. That's weird too, if you think about it. We're like, it was around 20,000 years ago, give or take 1,000 years. You know how much shit's happened in 1,000 years? Holy shit. And that's just this month. That was 1,000 years this month. Good God. Anyways. Yeah, I'm just thinking, clearly we don't know everything, you know what I mean? But here comes them duck trucks again. Here he goes. There he goes. Ready? There he goes. More dump trucks. More dump trucks. That's our export here, is whatever them dump trucks got. A bunch of shit in a dump truck. Maybe it's literally shit. Maybe one day in the future they'll like come across, they'll forget what like cars and trucks were, which I have a hard time believing they're gonna forget what these good old trucks are. But they come across some old truck, got buried in a sand dune or something like that, and they're like, they must have worshipped something in this thing, Who knows? Maybe they'd be smart enough to be like, well, this looks like a vehicle of some kind. Maybe they do still got them. I don't know. This thing's 20 years old, and it's still holding up pretty good. So, but that's a lot less than, that's a lot less than thousands of years, 20 years. Anyways, that's it. I think a lot of this stuff, maybe it was like teams and sports and shit. I don't know. Think about all the stuff we got. Think about if they like found Mount Rushmore like 10,000 years from now. You know what I mean? Like the hell? Well, these people like this must have been their gods or some stuff. And in some ways, I'm starting to think like some of y'all think these people were gods. I don't know. I don't know. Anyways, I got to get on yonder. I just, I got other shit to do. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Thank y'all for subscribing and liking and doing all that kind of stuff. And I'll catch y'all next time. Bye-bye.